Desiree.
Thank you.
Welcome back again for another episode of Girl, Let's Be Honest.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry that it didn't work out last time.
It's probably still not gonna load it.
So we had some technical difficulties. We recorded that whole episode, hour and a half, no audio.
No audio. It's okay.
So I ended up getting new microphones and we're going to hit it again. So let's just start out with some background. I met Des through E. That's my fiance. She is in a platonic throuple with us.
The most non-sexual throuple there ever was.
Yeah. And so she was the first friend that I ever got introduced to. And I remember the first night we met, I was struggling. I had just stopped vaping and I was going through full-blown nicotine withdrawal. And the only thing I could do was look for a vape. Any vape. I didn't care who it belonged to. I was looking for it. So she thought I hated her.
I did. I remember I was sitting there and I think we just literally just sat down and we were just kind of introducing ourselves, and I was talking about the story I'm about to talk about. And I remember I just saw you looking everywhere but at me, and I was like, okay. I'll just stop my story now. But now, obviously, that I know that you were on the prowl.
I was on the prowl.
Anyone with a vape.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't find out till 8 months later. She finally had confessed to me.
I spilled my guts. I thought you hated me.
Yeah, she thought I hated her, which is crazy because this Des was sent to me about a month before Jasmine died. And I think that you were sent to me for a reason. And so you've always been just a special place in my heart. And she's seen me cry more than anybody.
I never cry.
Oh my God. You know what? 2 years ago, I never cried.
Yeah, but also I met you after some serious things in your life happened. So yeah, it's okay. It's a safe space.
And then I cried again our first time snowboarding.
Mm-hmm. I took her out on accident.
Yeah. My knee cracked the edge of her board really bad getting off the lift. One fell, we all went down, and then I could not get down the mountain. And then I cried because I fell on it so hard.
We do have some really good pictures, though.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Really good pictures.
Okay, so we're going to talk about your ex.
Mm.
When did you guys meet?
We met towards the end of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you officially break up?
The end of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was right before we met, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is why this story was so important when she was telling it the first time.
I was really going through it and talking about it for the first time. And then this bitch was just
freaking everywhere.
Was scanning the horizon, and I was like, all right, well, fuck my story then.
My gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Now I know you were also in a spot.
I was going through it.
Yeah. It's okay.
Physically.
Yeah.
Okay, so met 2019.
Yeah, we met in 2019 at work. I knew his boss. He was working at this place that I was at, a guest restaurant, and he had mentioned to me, he was like, hey, one of my employees is asking about you. And I kind of had an idea who he was talking about. And we call him Voldemort, by the way.
Oh yeah, we will not speak his name.
We don't say his name.
We will not say his name. Men that come up in this podcast do not get any clout. No. Unless I love them. I will name them, but we don't name the douchebags.
No. Voldemort it is.
Voldemort.
The most hated man in my friend group and of all time.
Yes.
So yeah, I kind of had an idea who he was, and we had kind of chatted in passing at work together. And I remember from just looking at him within 10 seconds, I was like, you're a fuck boy. I can't. I have no interest in you. I didn't even really want to hang out with him when I first met him. I was just like, yes, you are beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll see that. Whatever. I'll let you have it. But I kind of knew better. So I kind of pushed it off to the side, and I was kind of seeing someone else at this time. It was very casual. It was not serious. So he had finally asked me out to hang out in a group setting for the first time. He had a house party, and I was like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
So after, I actually went to my coworker's wedding and I was already a little hammed, went to his house party and, we hung out and it was a good time. He had kind of mentioned to me that, like, he had just broken up or him and his girlfriend had just broken up and they were, like, taking time apart and he wasn't looking for anything serious, and I honestly don't know how much time had passed after that first time we hung out until we started, like, hooking up after that. I don't think it was very long, maybe, like, a month or 2
Okay.
after.
I
Um,
don't know, that's pretty good.
like, it wasn't, like,
That's pretty good.
immediate,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be immediately down.
At first, I was like, because I was just so, like, turned off by, like, who I thought he was,
Okay.
and then after I hung out with him, I was like, "Okay, you're a little bit
Softened
better."
you up.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're a little bit better than who I thought you were. So then that's probably right when COVID, like, really hit and the world just, like, shut down. We were hanging out all the time, we were going on adventures together, like, we would pretty much plan our days around each other, and he was just, like, the sweetest guy, like, anything I needed, he was always there for me.
So would you guys, like, take turns at, like, staying at your house, staying at his house?
Mhm,
Okay.
mostly at my house because his house his roommate lived there with him and his girlfriend and his girlfriend's daughter lived there.
Okay.
So, we did spend time there, but the majority of the time we stayed at my house just because their house, had, like, a
Had a
family in it,
family?
yeah,
Yeah.
and so we spent a lot of time,
You
at
don't
my
wanna
apartment in
bang
my
really
house.
loud with a kid next door.
No. No. Poor things, and, like, I feel like his friends knew, obviously, that, like, we were seeing each other, but we both had, like, expressed that, like, we were neither of us were looking for anything serious, and I don't really know, like, at what point it just be kind of, like it grew into, like, something more, but he was, like, around everyone. He was around all my friends, my family knew of him, like, we did literally everything together, and we never really put, like, a title on it. It was
Right.
just kind of like this unspoken, like, thing.
Okay. Did you ever, like, express to him that maybe you wanted more, like, once you started catching feelings?
Yeah, multiple times actually throughout, like, the entire time that we were seeing each other. It was kinda like I went back and forth because I was still kind of seeing this other person, and so I would be like, "Hey, like, I wanna be more," and he would always tell me that he wasn't ready, or I would tell him that, like, things that I needed from him, and he would tell me that he couldn't be that person, and I'd be like, "Okay, well, like, I don't wanna keep doing this. Why go round and round?" And then he would come back, like, a few weeks later and be everything that, like, I needed him to be.
Okay.
So, like, I did see the effort, but I was just kinda confused and, like, also not that it was ever an excuse and not that it's still an excuse, but, like, he went through a lot growing up, him and his family, and I try to sympathize with that because that really does build a person the way they
Yeah.
are. But he was also just very, like he was very caring, he was kind, like, I could see the man that, like, he wanted to be, but now I see that it was probably more of, like, a facade. Like, he
Mhm.
just put on this, like, show, either to make himself feel better or to make everyone else believe this, like, little lie that he's been, like, telling himself his whole life.
So, when you went over to his house, like, in his room and all of that, there was,
Mhm.
like, no signs of another woman?
No.
Okay.
No, it was like and I looked. I
Right.
fucking
Of
looked.
course.
Yeah, when I was there,
Naturally, we're
I
gonna
would, like,
look.
look around and, like, look at his, like, decor and, like not that I ever snooped in his room. I literally didn't.
You should have. Not that you would have found
I don't think I
anything,
would've
though.
found
No, you
anything, so
wouldn't
I
have.
was I was so confused, like, even, like, 'cause he had, like, the master bathroom, like, I looked.
Okay.
I looked
He
in the
had the
cabinets.
master bathroom with a family in the house. They had to have a separate bathroom.
Maybe it was a double master,
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
I'm pretty sure he had the master. Yeah, I had a bathroom, unless it was a double.
It
But
could have
yeah,
been a double.
in
I've
the
lived in one of those.
shower, there was nothing. There was nothing, like, in his cabinets, like, literally nowhere. But my big sign should have been that, like, on his social media, he had a picture of his ex-girlfriend on there,
Oh,
and he never took it down. It's only one picture. There was
okay.
nothing else, but it was, like, a sentimental post that was, like a thank you post, but just this very, like, subtle, cute picture of her on there,
Okay.
and I remember I had asked him about it, like, multiple times, like, "Why is that still there?" Like legit trying to understand.
Right.
And he's like well, it was an important part of my life. I'm not taking it down. Should have
Oh,
been my first.
yeah. Oh,
I should
no.
have known. Yeah. Um,
So you're essentially, this man was giving you breadcrumbs for 4 full
it
years.
was a teeny bit of butter on my
Just a
toast.
little.
Oh, breadcrumbing for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
Because if I'm understanding correctly, he would like tell you he wasn't ready. And
yeah,
by the way, if he says he's not ready, he's just not ready with you.
yes, yes. I grew up with a single mom, so like I grew up alone, and so I handle my situations differently. Like I like to depend on myself, and I like to take care of my friends, but it's hard for me to let people take care of me, kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I feel like he kind of let me like lower my walls a little bit.
Okay.
Like
He
he
softened you up a
he
little?
softened me up. Yeah, he for
Yeah.
sure worked on me and was always like, "You're always taking care of other people. Like, let me take care of you."
Okay.
And so it was just
He
like
became your safe place.
he became my total safe place. And he just like he always tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to like break my little walls down and like let me like become this person that like I could just relax.
Mhm. Okay, so you knew his brother. You were friends with
Mhm.
his brother.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, when me and him like first started talking, his brother still lived back home, and he would like call him all the time because they would just like call and talk. And at the time, his brother was trying to buy a forerunner here and was gonna ship it back back home. And so anytime we were like on an adventure, his brother would like call and say hi, and I was always with him, and he'd be like, "Hey, Des," and we were just like we would like chat through the phone. So I felt like I really knew him before he ended up moving here
From Hawaii.
from Hawaii,
Okay.
yeah. And so I really felt like I had like a pretty strong relationship with his brother, which like felt good, you know, 'cause it's
Yeah.
like he's starting to like bring me into his life, and so he's already been so far into mine, and now that I'm like seeing more pieces of his own and love his brother. We're still really good friends, but
He was also there the first night I met Des. I met him too.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a sweet
He's
soul.
he's
Mhm.
very kind.
Yes.
Yes.
He's actually very
He's
kind.
actually a
Yeah.
good
He's
person.
not a fake very kind.
No.
It was fun being able to, like, have that connection, like, with his family and stuff.
'Cause I'm assuming it would have, like, made you feel like that bond was growing stronger,
Yeah.
and that eventually he was gonna cave, and he was gonna be your boyfriend.
Yes,
Okay.
because who wouldn't think that? Like, why would you
Yes.
do
Why
that
would you do all of that?
if you weren't planning that? Just why? Why even put yourself through that? Why even, like, start that whole going down that whole road for nothing?
For nothing.
It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense
I
to
know it
me.
doesn't make any sense to me.
So, he He really did, like, always make an effort to, like, take care of me. Even if I was, like, sick, I wouldn't have to ask him. He would bring me medicine. He would always, like, bring me food, and, like, I feel like one of his love languages is, like, gifts.
Gifts.
Yeah,
Okay.
and mine is for sure, like, physical touch, and he's not. He actually is one that he fucking hates PDA, and maybe because of how he was living his life, maybe makes sense, but
Yes.
it was weird. It was almost like he was almost, like, really old school, like, he wasn't, like, a hand holder, he was like a wrap your arm around his arm kinda deal. His physical touch, and I feel like he really knew that. And there was a lot of times where, like, obviously, like, I wanted to hold his hand or, like, I wanted to be near him. He always made, like, really subtle, like, gestures towards me. Like, if we would be in a group, we'd be sitting on the couch, and, like, he would be sitting up here and I would be sitting on the floor or somewhere near him. He would always make an effort to, like, be touching me in some
Okay.
sort of
Yeah.
way to make his, like, presence known that, like, he's
He's right
here.
there.
And that's a thing for me too, is, like, being present in the moment with someone is also a big deal to me. And, like, if we were going on group trips together, like, we go snowboarding all the time, if he wasn't driving, he was in the front seat, he would always reach his hand behind me and hold his hand on, like, my leg or whatever. Like, he always made these efforts to be the things that I needed, which was also very confusing because then when I would ask, "Okay, well, I wanna be more," and he would say he wasn't ready, but then he would take all these, like, steps to be, like, the things that I needed. So that was very confusing.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, well, I could see how that would be really confusing.
yeah, and then, you know, he knew, like, my entire friend group. My family loved him, like, everyone loved him and also understood, like, his trauma in his past life and, like, tried to, like, accommodate, how he handles things.
Mhm.
And so my mom always had this gut feeling, though. She was always like, "There's just something off about him," and she was like, "And I don't know what it is."
Mm.
She always said from, like, day one that she's like, "Yes, I love him and, like, I care about him." And she's like, "But there's just something, like, off about him."
Mom always knows.
Mom always knows, yeah, which is crazy because 'cause I'm very private from my mom with my life about that kinda stuff, and she, like, zeroed in on it, like,
She spelled
immediately.
that shit.
Oh, yeah, from, like, a mile away. Okay. There was a bunch of times where, like, I did question if he was being honest with me about stuff because there were times that, like, I would kind of catch him in a lie or, like, just like, something was off. The Instagram thing was always a huge deal because I would always be like, "Okay, why is she, like, still there?" We're, like, 2 years in now,
Right.
and he never would post me, like, directly, but I was always in his stories, but it was never just
You and him.
no.
Not a cute couple
No,
pic.
and have decent pics, but then he'd be like, "Oh, I don't like the way I look," or, like, this and that, and
Oh
then
my
I'd
g
be like, "Oh my god, okay," like, whatever. It was some sort of insecurity with him, so, like, we never did. Our friends knew that too, and so he always had group pictures with us, but it was just
the group.
yeah, should've known.
Oh,
Should've known that. There was a time that, his brother he had already moved here, and they were all living in that house together,
okay. So it's like
and
2 years into you guys dating?
yeah, about, like,
Okay.
2 years in. And, I'd always had, like, family dinners with, like, our friend group, and we were always getting together, and he would come all the time, and I'd always be like, "Why isn't your brother coming?" Like, he's always invited, like, "What's going on?" He came a few times, and then I started to get, like, kinda irritated because 'cause I'm like, "I'm putting a lot of effort in, and, like, I want you to be around, so, like, what's your excuse for not being here?" And he could never give me an answer.
Mm.
So I thought it was just some other, like, fucking business that he had going on, and he was dating this girl that he brought around one time, and she kinda caused drama that night. She caused issues in, like, their other friend group that they hung out with, and so she kind of obviously, like, they stopped seeing each other, no one talked to her anymore, and we all went to a music festival together, and I posted pictures of me and him, and they had this separate group of friends that they always hung out with separately,
Okay.
but I don't know why, and I think he kinda always used it as a thing where it's like, I didn't always like new people coming into our group, and their other friends were, like, kind of annoying, so I legit just didn't really wanna hang out with them, but when they came to, like, our campsite, at the music festival, we had this, like, weird moment, and me and him obviously were in a tent together. We were together,
Right.
and, we came out of the tent, and this girl that was part of his other friend group, when she came over, she kinda, like, gave me this weird look, and I just kinda had this uneasy feeling about it, like,
Was she like a deer in the headlight look or
kind of
okay.
like a
Like
it was
what
like
it
a, "Wait, what the
like
fuck?"
what the fuck am I
She was
seeing
yeah,
right
she was
now?
processing something, and so
Okay.
I was like I kind of always thought that, like, she might have had a crush on him,
Okay.
but I couldn't really tell. I'm, like, thinking to myself, I'm like, "Girl, I know you know, like, we're together all the time." So I didn't say anything, but after, that show, his brother's girlfriend had sent my best friend a DM on Instagram and was like
Mm.
mind you, at this point, she's, like, kicked out of that other friend group, she's not a part of ours,
She's not a reliable source.
no.
Okay.
Zero trust is
She
being
fucked
put
around and found
she
out.
found out, yeah, so no one wanted shit to do with her, and
Right.
so when she messaged us, we're like, "Oh god, here we fucking go." And she was like, "Hey, this I need to tell someone this. I see the way Des looks at him. Obviously, she loves him, like, so much, but she deserves to know the truth. He doesn't even live in his house. He's not there. He's been lying to her this whole time." Basically, it was kind of like filling in these, like, weird little gaps that I had questions about, but at that time, poor Sarah, my best friend, she looked at me and she was just like, because we were in the car together, and she was
Oh,
like,
right.
"Holy shit, blah, 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 just sent me this." And we both just kinda sat in silence, and I was kinda processing, but at that time, I'm like, "This girl has stirred up so much fucking drama between our friend group, who we barely even knew her, and her other friend group," that was like, "Why?" I honestly, at this moment, I was like, "What the fuck did I do to you to make you want to, like, come and put these thoughts?" Like
Right. You thought this was like her big send off before she
yeah,
disappeared?
like a big "fuck you" to everyone, and I remember telling Sarah, I'm like, first of all, this better not be fucking true. And second of all, like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Right.
Not like, yes, she was kicked out of the friend group, but none of us treated her a certain way, you know? It was just, she just went her own
That,
separate ways, yeah. And Sarah actually she messaged Voldemort and was like, hey, you know, she just sent me these messages, like, this better not be fucking true. And she's
mm,
like, what do you have to say to for yourself? The only thing he said to her was, I understand if you're not gonna do this, but can you please not tell Des this? He didn't want me to know.
what?
Yeah. So one, this was like, we're far enough in now where like we've played this game where I'm like, okay, if you're not gonna be what I want, then like just go.
Right.
I'm giving you the chance to just walk away. And he never walked away. He always would like take a step back and then come back like 10 times harder.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I'm like, okay, if you're lying to me, fess up now because
Right.
she just fucking spilled the beans.
Right.
Now's your time to be like, you know what? He could have walked away. At this
Oh
point, he
my
could have walked
gosh.
away.
And he doubled down.
He doubled the fuck down and was like, I don't know why she would even say
Oh my
that. Like, she's
God.
just causing drama. Like, please block her. This is not. So we did because she had already caused so many issues in like another
Right.
friend group. So, and I remember messaging him and I'm like, I really fucking hope this isn't true. And if it isn't, you better tell me right now because I'm going to fuck you up. But he was like, no, like, I would never do that. I don't even know where this came from. She has her own issues with like his brother,
Right.
and that's why she did that. And so I fucking straight up believe him. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, like, why would we believe her anyways? So, you know, we moved on. Now this is like another year past this. And I want more. He's so involved in my life. He's
He's your man.
he's my man, and
He's your boyfriend.
basically
And he just won't
he
say
fucking
it.
won't say it. No, but at this point, we're saying I love you.
Okay.
He's saying I
Yes.
love
Oh my
you.
God.
Yeah, like when I go back through my messages, like, and I read them, like, I feel like the genuine love, like when he does talk to me. But then I'm like, I just don't understand why it went to the point that like it did. And
And I just want to make this clear. You only read those messages to prepare for this.
yes, yes.
And
I
I guess,
haven't done it in so long. Like I deleted his number and
right.
I was like, I wonder if they're still in there.
Yeah, they're
And just the number itself is in there, like his name isn't
right.
attached to it, but I was like, holy shit. And then I like, you know, flung back a couple like scrolls and I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, you bamboozled the shit out of me.
Yeah. And your eyes are wide open now. So to go back and read those, you're like,
It's
fuck.
maddening. It's so maddening because like I fully believed him and I really leaned into trusting him, first of all, that obviously he's like telling me the truth and that the things that he went through are the majority of the reason of why he did the things that he did.
Can you share any of the things that he went through?
He did grow up homeless for quite a bit. He had a pretty big family and they struggled. And then the other one I can't because
Yeah.
like literally nobody else knows. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he grew up, him and his family grew up homeless for a while, and they always made the best out of every situation, which obviously when you come from nothing, you really have so much to give and so much to gain when
Mm-hmm.
you're already that low. And knowing him and his brother, one, I would have never guessed that until they told me that because they are both, at the time, now that I know that it's not really him, but they are both so giving and so loving and so caring that you would never guess that like they went through some serious shit because they always just had like such a positive light in like everyone else's life, which is also another bamboozle
Hmm.
now that like I understand the
Yeah.
person that he is. This is probably now like 3.5 years in. I am for sure wanting more and I'm asking him again, like either we're gonna move forward or we're gonna be done. Like, I don't want to keep doing this with you. Obviously, I love you.
You say you love me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember one night we kind of got into an argument, and I was telling him, I'm like, you know, I feel like yes, you love me, but you're not in love with me. And I feel like he didn't really know what to say to that. And I was like, and I don't think you know the difference.
Yeah.
Like you legit in your heart, like don't understand the difference of that. And that's why you can't commit to me. Like, yes, you love and you care for me and my well-being, but I'm not your I'm not your person. And at the time, I definitely thought he was mine. I've always been one to be like, I've never really seen myself having a future with someone or ever wanting kids. I just have never had that thought or have met anyone that I could see myself having a life with.
Right.
And after all this time of him breaking down all my little walls, and I felt, like you said, he is my safe space and he is my person to lean on and my go-to, that I like kind of see it now. And so I would always joke and I'm like, we would have the cutest babies. And one time we did the AI
Oh
simulator
my
of
god.
what our baby would look like. And she was really cute.
Oh my god.
Really
I
cute.
did that with me and E too.
Just, while I'm romanticizing my life,
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. And he's laughing with me. He wasn't weird about it. Um, but he would just make little comments here and there. And I remember the one and only time he did say it to me, which totally caught me off
Blew your
guard.
mind.
Yeah. So this other person that I had been seeing years before, would always he was very toxic. uh, he would always try and make me jealous of like my friends and like always talk about like how pretty my friends were, like make these like just
Just
weird out
gross.
of pocket comments just to like get a rise out of me. And so obviously that's like kind of a huge insecurity for me as my friends, even though he never once made me feel that way. But there was one time where he was like joking and playing around with Sarah. Like they would like pick on each other like really bad, just roasting the fuck out of each other. And we were in the car one time and I was like, I just asked him, I'm like, do you have like a weird crush on Sarah? And he like kind of looked at me and was like, what? No. And he's like, why would you think that? I'm like, I don't know, it's the way you act with her sometimes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And I remember he was driving and he like, kind of pulled into the next neighborhood and he looked at me and he was like, I'm not Jacob. I wouldn't do that to you, which is the other guy I was seeing. Because
Yeah.
I had talked to him about these things and that kind of just melted my heart a little bit and definitely reassured me that the things I was thinking and feeling, he let me know that let that go. Like you know, him saying those words I needed to hear. And then he was like, your friends don't hold a candle to you. And that always stuck with me. And he always had these really cute and sweet sayings. I'm fucking never want to hear that shit again. But after he said that, I was like, okay, I feel like it was another little layer of my trust I put into him. He's slowly breaking me down and making me feel like my little safe space is here. And so not too long after that, I had kind of talked to him about obviously we should move in together. He was always at our house and I can't remember if it was Sarah moving out first and maybe Kai had moved out first, but we had an extra room and I think it was Kyla. And me and Sarah were always talking to him, why don't you just move in with us? We have the extra space. We had a dog. I'm like, we can make it work. We have room for you. And he kind of played with the thought. And then he had a storage unit. They had a ton of shit in. And I was like, why don't you stop paying for your storage unit and put your stuff like in my garage? And so he did. And it wasn't too long after this that he had two motorcycles and one of them kept getting stolen.
Yeah.
And I
Because
remember
he's a piece of shit, and that's just
karma.
karma.
When I look back at it, I'm like, this happened to you because you fucking deserved it. Not because in the moment I was like, what did he do? Like he's already like paid his debts, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But wait, his motorcycles kept getting stolen, and then they kept coming back? Like, they'd get found, right?
yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
he was keeping his motorcycle at his friend's house.
Friend's
His
house.
friend's house, yeah. I had never been to this friend's house. Never really put so much trust in him that like I just never thought twice about like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Like
Did
you
his
don't have room in this garage.
did his friend have a name? Or did he just
My
my
friend.
friend?
This is a judgment free zone.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
my friend was always at my friend's house and it got stolen once, found it, whatever. Got stolen twice,
Okay.
found it, whatever.
Oh
Got
my
stolen
god.
a third
Oh
time.
my god.
This third time, I'm like, okay, where are you? He finds it. The police are there. I'm like, I'll go help you. So I go there with him. He's having a hard time talking to this police officer because the officer was definitely racially profiling the shit out of him
Mm.
and was treating him poorly. So I showed up just to kind of like make sure all was well. I ended up leaving, and not too long after, he drove his Forerunner. He drove his Forerunner there, uh, and his Forerunner was stolen. Yeah, you deserve that shit.
Yeah, you deserve that shit.
Yeah. So
Wait, didn't you say that while he was making the police report with the cop, someone stole his car?
yeah, so he was literally across the street making the report with this police officer, and across the way where his Forerunner was parked, someone fucking stole his car.
My God.
Yeah, he that Forerunner
I
was
bet it
really
was hella
weird.
cramped in there.
We do not like Forerunners in this group. They're too small on the
They're really
inside.
small and
If
cramped.
you've ever been in one,
Oh
you
my
know it's
God.
fucking true.
We spent the first 2 seasons of snowboarding riding up to the mountain. First of all, that's a rough ass drive. Like literally physically in the Forerunner, it's a rough fucking drive. Like the car it's not smooth.
No.
I'm used to a Mercedes, man. And I'm like, and then you go to press the brakes and it's like, and I'm like, is it gonna break? Like
Yeah.
I press on it and it doesn't start breaking yet. And I'm like, what the fuck?
We don't like Forerunners, okay?
No, we don't like them.
So yeah, so he got that stolen, and at this point, I'm feeling so bad for him because I'm like, damn, what did you do to like deserve this? And he's also saying, what did I do to deserve this? It all makes
Oh,
sense
you
now.
know.
Yeah.
You know,
He knew
motherfucker.
damn well what was going on.
Yeah, you know exactly what happened.
So we get his busted up fucking bike back into my garage. It's there. And so their dad has Alzheimer's, and he is currently in a facility in San Francisco. So they were going to plan a trip to go see him. They don't really get to see him often. My brother lives in Sacramento, so I'd always offered like, "Hey, why don't we drive down? Like I lost my dad years ago, and
You too, sister.
a
Sister.
moment for our dads.
Our brown dads.
Our brown dads. Yes. So obviously we both have daddy issues. That motherfucker has
The issue is there is no dad.
the main issue.
The fucking main issue I have is I want my dad. Okay. Yeah.
So I very much so wanted to be like, hey, I want you to like go spend time with your dad. Even if it's just a quick trip and we go down for a weekend, like you need to do that for
Yeah.
yourself. Like don't waste the time. You know, I have regrets of what
Right.
happened with mine. So
Same.
like I always am trying so hard to push him to go do these things. So he finally decides that we're gonna go, and he's gonna meet my brother. And my brother is obviously the next best thing to a dad in my life. He's like the main man in my life. He has a very important spot, you know.
Yeah.
And so having him going with my brother was like a really big fucking deal to me too. And so we drove down there, stayed a night, and then went to go see his dad. And it was very sad.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think I was really ready to be in there. I have like PTSD with like being in hospitals.
Right.
He really wanted me to go because he was like, you know, I want you to meet him before like anything, like God forbid anything happens. And so I wanted to support him and be there. So I went. I really didn't feel like I should have been there, like at all. I remember him telling me he kind of always like tried to mask like whatever he was going through, like with humor. And he was like, when we go in there, sit down and don't move because he might forget you're there. So I like sat down at the table and like I literally stood so still and was like, okay, slow movements. No fast movements. I don't want to freak him out. But you know, when people are in the hospital, they're usually and they're in pain and they're going through some shit. They're fucking mean. They're really mean. And so his dad, I guess, used to like yell at the nurses and be like, you ugly bitch, and like all these things. And I'm like, I don't think I'm ready if he's gonna call me ugly. And so
Yeah.
he's like, he's not gonna do that, just don't fucking move. And so I'm sitting there with them, and it's a little awkward, you know, like they're also processing this very hard interaction because at first he doesn't really remember them. It takes him like a
Yeah.
minute. And so my heart is just breaking
Yeah, that's really sad.
witnessing this. And I'm like, I've never experienced anything like this in my life. And so I felt really grateful that like he wanted me to be there.
Yeah.
His dad just looks at me and goes, who's this bitch? I was
Oh my
cracking him.
god.
I was trying so hard not to fucking laugh, and
And
so
he really wanna know who the fuck
he
you
really knew who
were.
the fuck I was, but he was just like, "And what the fuck are you doing here?" Like,
Yeah,
he didn't have really wasn't saying a lot of words either, so it was just really fucking funny that that's all he said to me.
yeah.
Um, so I would always crack jokes after that I was like, "I will forever and always be that bitch." I will message his brother every so often and be like, "Don't forget I'm that bitch," and,
Yeah.
like, crack little jokes. So this is now November, and he's supposed to be, I think his lease was ending in February. So, not that I'm pushing him, but I'm trying to, like, encourage him, like, "Hey, what do you wanna do? Do you
Mhm.
wanna stay in your house? Do you wanna move in with me? What do you think is best for you? Because what's best for me is that you move in with me, like,
Right.
that's what I want."
Yeah.
But
'Cause you're trying to progress the
I'm trying
relationship.
to get it rolling, and, like, he is so slow to take these steps, regardless if it's gonna better him or not, and
Very hesitant.
very hesitant about, like, anything just because of his past traumas, and yes, I understand, but, like, at some point, you have to decide for yourself, like, either you're gonna move the fuck on or you're gonna let that hinder you your entire life.
Right.
And so I always wanted to, like, encourage him and, like, show him, like, the love that I thought he fucking deserved and the encouragement that he needed from a friend in my family and, our friends. And so we had talked and he had kind of was like, "Yeah, like maybe that is like what's best for us." And so after this trip, in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, we're moving forward. You took me to go meet your dad. Like that's a huge fucking step. I
Yeah.
for one would have never brought him to meet my fucking dad like that.
Right.
Ain't no way. Unless I was like, we are serious and we're gonna be working on moving forward together." So November's went to see his dad. We get back and he's like kind of weird. And I remember on our way home, we were driving and I have a really hard time saying goodbye to my brother. It's like I literally cry like the whole way home. I fucking hate saying goodbye. And I was taking my sweet ass time and we stopped at this store and I was just dinking around and shopping. And then I get a text from him and he's like, "Hey, me and my brother just got into it. When you come back to the car, please don't say anything." And at this point, I'm like, "Oh shit. He's
Oh,
annoyed as fuck with me. Okay, let's go." And his brother's not one to really ever get annoyed or get mad. And so I
right.
was like, this is a big deal. So I hurry back to the car and we get on the road and it's kind of awkward. I
Right.
can low key feel the tension.
Right.
And
You can always feel the tension in
yeah,
those
yeah.
situations.
And I
Yeah.
didn't want to like say anything. And I really thought he was mad at me because I was taking too long because we all had to work the next day. And so on the drive back home, I think at this point I was driving and he was in the passenger seat and I kept trying to hold his hand
Mm,
and he like didn't want to. And I was just like, "What the fuck?"
what the fuck?
Yeah. So, obviously I'm like, "Hmm." So I'm like looking out the window like I'm upset, like that hurts my feelings because we just did this like pretty intimate thing
Yeah.
and now you're feeling stuff away, you don't hold my
Now
fucking hand.
you're gonna take 10 steps back now?
Yeah.
We just
What?
took 2 steps forward.
Which was like his MO, right? And so I'm like,
Here
fuck,
we
like
go
here we go
again.
again.
Yeah.
And so I could tell he could tell that like I was feeling some type of way. So then he like put his hand on like my leg and my arm and was like not saying anything, but kind of like trying to like soothe me a little. And at this point I'm like, I'm fucking annoyed because why did you just do that to me?
Yeah.
Um and so we get home and I don't see him for like a week, probably like a week, just due to like our work schedules.
Mhm.
And then I asked him, like, "Hey, like, are you good? Are we good? Like,
Are
what's
you
going on?"
alive?
Yeah. But I know that 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 trip was a lot emotionally, because he doesn't know when he's gonna go back to see him again. 2, work is busy for him and stressful. Work is busy for me. So we're like having a hard time meeting up. And then he isn't really one to be like upfront with his feelings. I have to like fucking dig it out of him. Um, and he also doesn't really like talking, like, face to face.
Hmm.
Only sometimes I could get him into a good space where he could
Just grow up,
talk.
dude.
Yes.
Grow
Grow
up.
the fuck up.
Have a conversation.
Yes. Talk to
Jesus.
me freely without him, like, shutting down and, like, not being able to share his emotions.
Ugh.
Like, at some
Why
point,
am I prying it out of
oh my
you?
god. Why now that I look back and I'm like, "Why the fuck did I try so fucking hard and put so much effort into you just for you to, like, fuck off. But he sends me this text and he's like, I'm asking too much of him and I'm wanting to move too fast and I want to start a family and he's not ready. Okay, we talked about AI baby like twice. Okay, it was a joke,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, you weren't ready to like settle down and have a kid.
Yeah, no, not my moment. I'm just asking you to move your shit out of your house into my house. And
But
like,
at this point, it's been 4 years.
it's been 4 years of this on and off, back and forth bullshit, which I should have known and I should have just walked away myself.
Yeah.
But I couldn't. And so, you know, I'm like so taken back by it because I'm like, I don't understand. And I brought it up. I'm like, why would you bring me on this fucking trip?
Just to like break up with
Just to
me.
break up with me and tell me that I'm asking too much of you. Then he spun it on me
Ugh.
and was like, well, you should know that I wouldn't just bring anyone. You're important in my life and I wanted you to meet him. And I'm like, okay, but do you understand where I'm coming from and like why it means so much to me? Because now it seems like it means two different things to us. For you, it's whatever, I was your emotional support friend that was there for you. For me, that was like a step forward. Like you let me into your life. And so then he just starts going on basically of like, he's not ready and can't be what I need, doesn't want to be what I need. But
Same old, same
same
old.
old, same old, but
For real this time.
for real this time. And I'm at the point where I'm like devastated, obviously. I really thought that we were making so much progress and now it just like blew up in my face again. And so, I tell my mom, I tell our friends, I'm like, here we go again. And everyone kind of like knows the drill,
Yeah.
so they're like, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
We wish it would work out for you too. And months passed, I think. So that was November. And then December, we've like kind of talked. It's been mostly me reaching out to him because I want closure. I don't understand where it happened, which you don't fucking need closure.
Closure is fake.
Closure is fake as fuck.
Closure is a fake thing.
You don't need that.
Let it go.
Let it go and move on because you're never going to hear what you want to fucking hear.
It's never going to make any sense and it's never going to make you feel any better.
No.
Which I know now.
I know that now too. So I wish I would have just walked away and just said, go fuck yourself. But like, I literally couldn't do it.
You need to block. You need to be blocked.
Yeah.
You need to delete the number.
No contact is the best thing really for
It
you.
really is. Yeah.
And so there was one night I had messaged him and I'm like, I have loved you this whole time, trying to get answers. When did you stop loving me to like get to this point of where we're at right now? And he had said that he was out drunk and he was like, I don't want to leave you, but it's what's best. And I just remember being like,
What the
what
fuck?
does that even mean?
Ugh.
Made me feel even worse.
It's more cryptic shit.
Yes, more cryptic. And then I'm like,
What's the fuck with your head?
and I'm like, I'm trying to like, do the math
Decipher.
and, like, yeah. In my mind, I'm
Let's
like, okay,
see.
yeah, carry the two, whatever. And so I'm still not understanding, and it's obviously not what I want to hear. So I can't let go. And January hits, and I don't hear it directly from him, but I see he posted on social media that one of their older brothers had died. I kind of knew that he was sick and had some medical issues going on, and then he had died unexpectedly. So
that's really sad.
Really fucking sad. My family went through some serious shit, and dealing with the death in the family is just, it's so awful, especially being in another fucking state and being in Hawaii. It's not easy to get there.
Right.
So our friends and my family, my mom, I had told them, and like everyone at this point, like, sad for the both of us, but is still showing him love and showing him that like he's cared for regardless of if me and him are together. I send him money. My mom sends him money. My family sends him money. My friends that I introduced him to that still love him even though he fucking broke my heart send him money because that's who we are. We care and we love for him regardless if me and him are together or not. He takes the money, okay?
Yeah.
And I posted a Venmo for him and I was like, this is his Venmo. If you can help, he would be so grateful for that. He's deserving of it. Him and his family is deserving of it. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So he takes the money. He goes home, goes to the funeral. 2 days later, he calls me. He's like, hey, I just got back from Hawaii. And I'm like, oh my God. 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 whenever we don't really talk. And I'm still like so fucking heartbroken. I'm having a really hard time just functioning in my day to day. Breakups fucking suck
Yeah, they suck.
real bad.
Yeah.
And this is Super Bowl Sunday now. Like I can't like sit with like my own thoughts because I'm just fucking going cuckoo at home. So I like to go for drives when I need to like clear my mind or I just need to go through whatever it is I'm going through. I go for a drive, I take my book. I need ocean or like a body of water to like calm my soul.
Yeah.
So I drove to Sabi's and I sat there and it was a really beautiful day. And I'm like out there just like trying to just get it out, trying to process whatever the fuck it is that I'm trying to just move past things. I come back home and I stop at one store. And as I'm leaving, I see his fucking Forerunner parked there. Skirt! I parked. I shouldn't have done it, but I had to. And my soul was like, I haven't seen him in like months. So I'm
Yeah.
like dying to like
Right.
see him,
Yeah.
regardless if it's like in passing or what. And I like I hate myself for like going, but I'm also
No,
so glad
this
that I
was
didn't.
this was your
This was it.
your baby Jesus intervention. This was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, this was pure fuck around and find out. Um this is like my divine intervention. I don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
so I park, I go in this
I would have
store.
done the same
I
thing. I'm
had
not
to.
even kidding. I would have
I
been.
think back on it, I'm like,
Yeah.
could I have drove away? No. I
No.
couldn't have
No.
I couldn't have
I
done
would
it.
have done the same thing.
Well, good, I feel better now. So I go inside this store and I walk straight to the back. I'm like, okay, if I go back here, I can see him from pretty much anywhere if he goes on any aisle. I turn back around and I see him walk in front of the next aisle with someone on his arm. They're not holding hands because it doesn't do that. They're like
Arm in
linked
arm.
arms. And
Linked.
I'm like,
They're
what
linked
the
up.
fuck? So I grab my milk, throw it in my cart, and I start like walking back up. And at this point, I'm like
Yeah.
shaking.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know what I'm gonna do when I get there, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna scream at him. He's gonna fucking get it.
Yeah.
In front of this whole store, I don't give a shit. We pull up
You're
and
like, hello?
literally, like in my mind, I don't know why, but I imagined like the scenario
Yes,
already.
yes.
And so I pull up directly behind them. They're in the self-checkout and they're like maybe 10 feet in front of me. I am holding onto my cart for dear life,
Just
staring.
burning
I am
burning
staring into
holes
the
into
back
their
of it. Yeah, there is 2 gaping holes in the back of his fucking head. Those looks
smoke.
like he's
God.
sizzling. He's literally in fucking flames right now. And this poor girl is on his arm. She's just like blissful.
The happiest girl in the world.
Just the happiest little thing in the world. He's like fucking, like the cameras that are in the self-checkout. He's fucking with his hair. And I see the moment, like, when someone is
You can
you
feel
can
it.
feel someone looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm like watching his expressions in the camera and kind of being like, oh, shit. And he just like slightly turns and looks. And I'm
Hello?
literally with my cart like so mad. I'm sure I look so fucking insane. I couldn't say anything. I froze. But in my mind, I'm screaming at him.
Yeah.
Not that it's her fault, but I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Please tell me you're his girlfriend. I would love for you to fucking say the words. In my mind, I said that. Nope. Dead silent. He beelines it. Time like went in like slow motion. I blinked and they were gone. I scanned my milk. Tears are welling in my eyes.
Yeah.
And
it's like, do you have a rewards number? You're like, fuck you. How many bags did you want? You're like,
no
no
fucking
fucking bags.
No fucking bags.
Hurry, I gotta go.
Yeah. I should have left it.
No cash back. No cash back.
No, I don't want my fucking number. And I like beeline it out there. They're gone.
Gone.
I don't even know how he got her out of that fucking store so fast.
Yeah.
They're gone. Can't be seen. I get to my car. I immediately text him and I'm like, you're a fucking liar and you're a coward.
Yes.
And he immediately replies to me and he's like,
was he not driving?
I'm sure he was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Texting and driving with another girl in the car?
Second red flag.
My God.
10th red flag.
That's like the 50th, please.
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Her brothers were in town. Mind you, he had always said for years that he used to be really close with her brother.
Because this is his ex-girlfriend.
This is his ex-girlfriend.
The ex.
Mm-hmm. And, she just so happened to be in town for the Super Bowl that day, and that's why they were hanging out. I had no idea she
Mm.
was gonna fucking be around my ass. And so I was like, "Get your shit," and mind you, all his shit is still in my house,
Why do they
man.
take so long to move their stuff out?
I don't fucking
Like
know. I
one
think
item at
because
a
he had
time.
nowhere to go, and also, like,
Because he lives
my
in a really small, cramped apartment.
whole way home, I'm, like, screaming. I have never felt this, like, internal rage that I felt after I saw them. I'm in my car. I'm like, if someone saw me, holy shit, I would look like a fucking crazy person. I'm, like, scream crying and, like, just punching the shit out of my steering wheel,
He was
just,
like,
like, literal, like, disbelief because I don't know what else to do with
I've been
myself.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't get all this, like, emotional energy out that, like, I need to, and just legit just screaming at the top of my fucking lungs.
Just pain.
Pure emotional pain.
Just leaving your body.
Yes.
Um,
When my dad died, when my sister died, yes, I did feel pain, but, like, not like this. This was different. I don't know why, and not that he is more important to me than, like, my dad and my sister, but it was a betrayal, you
oh,
know? And it just sealed the deal on all these years of, like, feeling these different things,
all that time,
all the
all that
time
work that you put in.
wasted and, like, love that, like, I poured into him and that I thought we were working on something together just came back and razor scooter to the fucking ankle. Like,
Oh,
it was so bad.
no.
And so I get home and I can't stop. I'm like, I'm lost at this point. I'm screaming in my house. Luckily, I'm there by myself. I'm close with my mom, but like I don't tell her everything. But I didn't know who else to like talk to. And I called my mom, and my mom is not one to just like, I love her and not to say anything bad against her, but she's not one to just like get up and stop what she's doing to like immediately come, you know,
Be with you.
be with me. Yeah, because she knows how I am. I I suffer alone type shit. And she heard it. I'm assuming she just heard like the pain in my voice. And she was like, "Stay there. I'm coming to you right now." And it's late at night. And my mom goes to bed early, okay? She don't do none of this shit for no one. She came over and I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop crying. Like, you know that ugly cry where like your head twitches?
Yeah, and you can't breathe through your
I
nose
can't
because it's
fucking
all
breathe.
snot, and then
The pain in my chest, yeah, like everything, like my world had just completely crashed. And she just like sat there and held me. And it was you know, I needed my mom.
yeah.
So
Oh,
yeah, she was
I don't know what that's like.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll be there for you when
Thank
you need it, okay?
you.
Um, but yeah, she
No, I get it because that's how it was with my dad.
yeah, I
Yeah.
and we had never really had that type of relationship ever, so it was different, like, being an adult and, like, needing my
Mhm.
mom like that, and she just sat there and held me, and I fucking just cried all night, like, I just didn't even wanna exist anymore. The next day, I'm still processing things, I cannot believe it that just fucking happened. Sarah came in my room, I don't think I got out of bed, it was pretty late in the afternoon, and usually I'm, like, first one up, "Ding," and I'm, like, waiting for everyone to get up, so you know, she knew obviously that I was upset, so she, like, brought me a coffee, and she was like, "Do you
She's
wanna get out of bed?"
she's so sweet.
She is so sweet, I love her so much, and I couldn't even look at her. I wanna cry now just thinking about that sad version of myself, and Sarah came in and laid there and held me too, and that was a really vulnerable moment for me just because I hate being that
I
person.
know,
I hate it so
I
much.
know,
I'm cringing at myself
I
right
know.
now, but
But you were
I
broken. You
was.
gotta let other people help you pick up the
And
pieces.
it was yeah, I needed her, so thank God that she was fucking there, but it took me a really long time to come out of that, like, little dark hole that I was in. Honestly, like, it was Bella in fucking
Oh, yeah, in
Twilight,
Twilight,
and
new
she's just
moon. She's sitting and
sitting in the
all the
window,
seasons are
and that's what it felt like when I think back on it. I didn't do shit for months, like, I could not find, like, happiness in anything that, like, I used to love, and so it took me a while to come out of it. Months had passed by. "Dude, come get your shit out of my fucking house." Your stuff is here and it's, like, just bothering
I
my
would have
peace.
thrown it away, honestly.
I wish I would've just kept it all and not let him have any single fucking thing and just sold it, is what I should have done, but I
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah, I
Um,
know, that's your character.
I hate being a better person sometimes.
Oh my God, I would have been petty as fuck.
And I am petty as fuck, so I don't know why I gave a shit about him. Um, so he finally comes and gets his things. We don't really say anything, and I'm basically just like, "You're a fucking coward and you're a liar." And I was like, I don't understand you." He couldn't answer me, and then he was just saying, like, he's ashamed of himself and
Hmm.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck
yeah,
ever.
whatever.
At this point, he's still not admitting
Mm.
that they're together.
Yeah.
He still won't say that he's fucking dating her. So we're kind of like midsummer now, maybe like early spring, and I end up going out with some friends that were still kind of talking, hanging out with him, but not as much since he kind of like cut himself off from everyone. So we go out to the bar.
Because he's been found out.
He's been found out.
He's been got.
Kind of.
Okay.
They still don't really know. So
They don't know
I
what's
tell
going on.
them,
Okay.
I fucking sing like a canary to my friend. And he's like, holy shit. And like, no one knew this whole time. None of our other group of friends knew that he had been dating her this whole time. Obviously, who would know that? Just because he kept it hidden for so long. I told him what happened. And then at this point, I don't know how bad it is. I work with his brother, work for the same company.
I forgot about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like racking my brain on like that aha moment.
Uh-huh. When it all
Yes.
came together. Yeah.
Yes.
So me and his brother, we obviously aren't talking either. We
Yeah, because
haven't
he's been
talked.
avoiding you, right?
He's been avoiding me since
Yes.
before this all happened.
Okay, since the
Basically
trip.
since the trip.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm hurt because like I love his brother too. He's one of my very close friends now. What happened to you? Like, why aren't you here? Like, I don't understand. So, I've not only lost
Your boyfriend.
my boyfriend, Voldemort, I've also lost my friend and his brother. And we end up having to work this event together. And I see him on the schedule. I'm like, fuck. I don't know if I'm like ready to see him. Like, what am I going to say to him? So, of course, I take the bitch route and I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking look at you.
Mm.
I literally can't. I'm not even gonna like acknowledge your existence. And so we get there and he sees me and obviously like he knows my personality too. So he's kind of like hesitant on like, should I say hi or should I not say hi? And he kind of just gives me like a hey, hey. In my mind, like, don't fucking talk to me. But then also I'm like, I really miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm doing anything I can to not fucking be around him this entire work event. The end of the event, he starts walking out and he catches up to me and I can like feel it. Like my heart is feeling like really heavy. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, do you have a man to talk after we get out? And I'm like, yeah. So we barely even make it out these fucking front doors and we're both fucking crying. We get to my car and everything that I've been like holding in, I just let it go. I'm like, I don't understand. He was my person. I loved him so much. What happened? And he's, like, crying too, and he's like, "I'm so sorry," like, and he knows. He's known this whole fucking time. And he was like, "I wanted to tell you this whole fucking time, but, like, he's my brother. Do I betray my brother and tell you the truth, or do I tell the truth and" and I get it. I honestly don't know if I would have known what to do either. And so he starts telling me that he's been with her this whole fucking time. He lives with her. He's lived with her for a year, a fucking year of us seeing each other. And I had no idea just because we always spent time at my house.
1 year for them, year 4 for you.
Yeah. Year 4. And he kind of just like slowly starts going through all these like little random scenarios and like everything just starts like clicking together. I'm like, oh, you weren't here with me because you were there with her.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't go on this trip with me because you were with her. You didn't come over this night because you were doing something with her. And it fucking pissed me off because this is like the petty side of me, like we did so many things together. Like we went camping. There's this spot that I loved.
No,
I took him there camping
he
with
took her.
me and my friends. He fucking takes her there on this like separate trip. Everything that like I introduced him to,
Mm.
he starts taking her to go do.
Oh my God, because he has no fucking
Oh,
like innovation. He's not original. He doesn't he's a loser.
just
He uses all of your fucking good places.
blew my mind. I was so fucking mad. I was like, he fucking took her to this place. That's like my special place.
Yeah, your special
He
place.
knows that's my favorite place. Fucking takes her there. I'm like, you rat bastard.
Yeah. You rat bastard.
That's for you, Sarah. He starts telling me all these things and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And then it clicks with me and I'm like, oh my God. Do you know? And he knew that his ex-girlfriend had DM'd Sarah
Oh, yes.
about the truth, and he was like,
She's credible.
she's credible.
She wasn't lying.
No, the one time she
Oh
wasn't
my
fucking lying.
God.
And if you're watching this, I'm really fucking sorry that we didn't believe you, and I owe you because you were the realest one out of fucking
Oh
everyone.
my God. Always do your own investigation.
Ugh. The people that knew didn't tell me, and you didn't owe me anything, and you told me the truth.
She's a real one.
She's a real one, yeah. So, after all that, everything starts piecing together for me, and then I'm like, dude, you lied to me for 4 years. You have been cheating on your fucking girlfriend, your longtime girlfriend, who you apparently love so fucking much you can't let her go, but you're seeing me for
For
years.
years.
You're telling me that you love me. You're so intertwined in my life, my friends, my family, and you still think that's fucking okay? Like, what? What is fucking wrong with you?
And he would have lived with her sooner, but
She was in the military, so she wasn't here.
okay.
So that's why
So
he
that's
was, like,
why.
free to be
Mhm.
whoever the fuck he wanted to be.
So they were like essentially separated while she was away, but then she came back and they were back on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
Full-fledged
full-fledged.
relationship.
And he had told me in the very beginning she had found out that we were seeing each other and, like, got really upset, and he had, like, kinda broke it off with me
Hmm.
within, like, the first, like, couple of months of us, like, kind of hooking up and stuff, and I'm damn, so she still knows about me, just doesn't know,
The
like,
extent.
how deep it goes.
Are they still together?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, they're still together. She probably has no idea. She knows
Mm.
of me because it would be so awkward because me and his brother, like, remained obviously, after that, we just, like,
You guys remain friends,
rebonded,
yeah.
yeah, and it was so nice to have him back in my life. I had missed him, like, so much, and we still hung out. We went out, got dinner, we
Yeah,
worked
I met
together for a
him.
little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he came
he
out.
came out, met you, and then, he moved back to Hawaii with his girlfriend.
It's so crazy because where was Voldemort when we did his goodbye party? When we did the brothers' goodbye party?
They were living with his girlfriend's family because they were getting ready to move to Hawaii.
Okay, so he just didn't. So he didn't have to do the go away party because he was moving back at the same
Fuck no.
time.
I mean, he could have done one with his own friends, but I wasn't throwing him shit, and he can go fuck
You
himself.
threw that party.
I threw that party.
Okay.
I threw that party for
That's so
Voldemort's
funny
brother.
because I was there. I just didn't know that it was you that actually put it together. Of
Yeah.
course, that makes sense. It was you.
I wanted him to have a send off. And so yeah, and then after he moved,
That's the night your mom's a hoe
was
was
created.
created.
Yeah, it was born.
It was
It was
born
born.
at his goodbye party.
Yes. Yeah. So
Was Zach there?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Zach was, like, in the background. He was still a shy boy. He didn't really talk to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I know.
I thought the
Like,
first time
thinking
I
back
met
at
him was
this
at your birthday party.
No, it was
That's
at
so
yeah,
crazy. We were all there.
we were all there. Yeah, so he moved, back to Hawaii. Hello. We would, like, play games together, and, like, it would fucking piss me off because he would know that he was playing with me, and he would, like, come
Oh,
around
like
and, like
gamer.
gamer,
Gamer.
yeah, and so he would be, like, on the mic talking to me, and he would come around, like, start talking to him,
No.
and I'd be like, "Can you tell him to shut the fuck up? I don't wanna hear his fucking voice."
Yeah, I actually have a Snapchat from back when me and my ex Joaquin broke up. Where I was snapping one of our mutual friends and I heard him in the background. So when I snapped back, I said, I was, do you remember like the OG deer filter where it would like change
Yes.
your voice?
Yeah.
I was like, and I heard Joaquin in the background, and you tell that motherfucker to mind his damn motherfucking business, bitch.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry about that.
I hated it, and I think he would, like, do it on purpose, and, like, probably also wanted to know, like, what the fuck we're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah. None of your business, bitch.
Yeah, none of your
Fuck out of here, hoe.
fuck outta here. I hate your fucking guts.
Yeah.
Your voice just, like, fuels my fire.
I want
my
him to get
hatred for you.
stung by like 10 jellyfish
Yeah, I want him to stub his toe
and lose the toenail. And it never grow
forever. It
back.
never
So it's
grows back.
ugly.
I hope it grows back fucked up.
No, just no nail. Because then his foot would look disgusting. I'm sure it already does.
What else? Paper cuts forever.
A paper cut underneath the nail. And I hope he gets a cowlick.
I hope his curls never curl because he had really nice hair.
He did have nice hair.
Yeah. He never fucking showed it because he's so goddamn self-conscious about everything. He always had it in a hat.
Oh, in a hat.
Yep, he always wore a hat because he didn't like his forehead.
Did he have
It's fucking ugly.
he have a fuck ass forehead?
Yeah, fuck-ass forehead. His biggest...
His what?
Literally his biggest, like, insecurity. And it took me, like, years to break down the little wall, and then one time we went out and he didn't wear a hat. He's like, "I didn't wear a hat for you." And I was like, "It's for you. I want you to feel good about yourself."
And I would have been like, yeah, and your forehead looks hella big.
Now I'm like, fuck you and your forehead.
What if fucking take my big ass hand and
Yeah,
smack you?
fuck out of here, hoe. But yeah. Yeah, so to this day, he I mean, obviously I know they're together now. They fucking lived there. They were living there together, but he would never admit it. Yeah. So 4 years. And
You're better than me because I would have reached out to her.
so she doesn't have social media. So I couldn't because I fucking looked. And I knew that because he also told me she didn't have social media.
Okay.
Until this like last year. I didn't do it, but I really fucking want to. His brother, his girlfriend would like post Snapchats with her and would tag her.
Oh shit.
And so I wouldn't want to do that to them.
You're better than me.
But there were so many times where I would just like stare at it and be like, I'm gonna fucking message her right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell her everything.
I would have added her for show.
I wanted to
For show.
so bad.
Oh my God, you're better than I am.
Because at one
She
point
needs
I'm like,
to know.
she deserves to know.
She deserves to know.
But then I'm like, I'm gonna ruin this fucking girl's life and blow her whole life up.
Her whole life is a lie.
I know.
How old is he now?
I'm 35. He's 34.
They don't have like kids or anything. I'm shocked, honestly.
No. At least not that I know. I feel like his brother would have
would
said
know.
something, yeah. He moved back
To Washington.
It's
too close.
It's way too fucking
Pick
close.
a different state.
Pick a different fucking life. Anywhere else but fucking here. So we went to go visit him. Me and your mom's a hoe gang without
me
some of
and
us.
E.
I'm sorry. We'll have to go again.
We're gonna have to redo it.
But we went, and his brother was obviously petrified that
we're gonna see him.
We're on a very small island. There is
tiny little
high
island.
odds that I'm gonna fucking find you, run into you. And I told my brother, I'm like, you better tell him that he better be fucking scared because I'm gonna hunt them down and I'm gonna sing like a fucking canary and I'm gonna say everything. So the whole time we were there, he would like check in with his brother and be like, where are you guys at? And we would be on the opposite sides of each other. Mm-hmm.
I would have been like, don't you fucking tell him where we're at. Or say a fucking word.
But there was this one thing, and I wanted to fucking beat the brakes off Zach for it. Not that it was his fault. Voldemort has never asked Zach to hang out one-on-one. Not ever in our entire friendship together. He only hung out with him if, obviously, we were
in the
around.
group.
Yeah. So we're on this trip, and he DMs Zach, and he's like, hey, if you want to have a solo day without them, I'll pick you up, and we can go hang out.
And he took him up on it?
He did not.
Because
Zach, we're sitting in a group and he goes, I just see him like look around and he goes, what the fuck? And we all turn and look at him. We're having a great time together. Our group of friends. Our Voldemort hating group of friends.
I should not have assumed Zach took the bait. I apologize.
Sorry,
I apologize
Zach.
For that. I'm so sorry, Zach.
Well, I definitely thought he did because he was like, what the fuck? Like, he just asked me to go hang out and wants to take me like paddleboarding, all this shit. And I was like, I fucking swear to God, Zach, if you go with him,
you're dead.
You are fucking dead to me. And in fact, you can go fucking stay with him. Why are you even in this group with us? And he was just like, I didn't even do anything.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah. I don't think he even responded to him. But the fact that he even took it upon himself.
Fuck out of here, dude.
To like, he did it on purpose.
Yes.
Obviously.
Trying to get you all riled up.
Yes. And I was.
Yes.
And it worked.
That shit worked hella good.
Oh my God. I was mad. Sarah was mad. And then, poor Kyle. Kyle's like, yeah, fuck that guy. You know what I mean? But we're all like, Zach, what the fuck? And Zach didn't do anything. No, he stayed with us as he should. But then I'm like, am I being a selfish bitch right now? Like, what if Zach has a good friend? I'm like,
absolutely not.
We're here together.
Yes.
But he just did it to like.
It's the friend group trip. Well, I think I met you at the end of of the very deep hole right when you were coming out of it. It was
I
like
was clawing my
it
way
was
out
like
that bitch.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
And you know, you were fighting a battle that I obviously wasn't fucking I was listening, but it wasn't
It
like
wasn't registering. Also, you didn't know, like, how bad it like, why I
correct.
was in that spot that I was
Correct.
in.
Yeah. And now I know you so much better. Like you're definitely one of my best friends now.
I love my friends. I love my family. I pour into everyone as much as I can because I want to. And I love my people.
Yeah.
That's like my chosen family, you know? And now I'm like, why would I ever think to like dim my own light to like fit someone else's, like
Well, and
idea?
he couldn't give you he was so spread thin between the two of you.
Yeah,
He probably was like well, actually, I don't know if he was breadcrumbing her, but
I know. And I wonder,
like what his effort with her was, but I bet you
I can't, it can't have been a lot. If he was spending that much time with me,
yeah.
I don't know what else he would have had left to give her that was more than what he was giving me.
God, imagine if he had put any of that time and effort into like bettering himself
Oh my God.
or
Or
maybe
just one of
working.
us. Pick one.
Yeah, his
Pick
life
one,
would probably
bitch.
be a lot better.
Yeah, and I remember he was so fucking stressed out all the time. And no
Yeah,
wonder. You're living 2 fucking
2
lives.
lives and lying all
Mhm.
the time, all
All the
day,
time.
every day.
Yeah. I
Why do
legit.
men do this? I mean, I'm sure there are some women out there that do this as well.
Mhm.
I've just never heard of it.
No.
I've heard the same
A
story
billion fucking
a
times
lot of
over and over again.
times. And when they have like actual separate families, that's what
That's
blows my
crazy.
mind.
They have a
You've
whole ass family and a house, and then they have a whole another family and a house.
yeah, and their siblings have
Oh
siblings.
my God. No.
Well,
No.
I'm really glad that you came back on to re-record this episode.
To tell my story.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's important. It's crazy.
Mhm.
You're the only person I know that like this has been a thing.
Mhm.
And then for you to like physically see them in the store and like, oh my God, dude, my heart would just drop into my butt.
I'm pretty sure my heart was probably left on that floor of that fucking Safeway. It's probably still there, like the Hollywood stars. It's just
Oh my God.
it's just this little puddle on the ground.
No, your heart has
Nah,
grown
she's pretty
back.
full.
She's here.
Yeah, she's pretty full again.
Yeah, you definitely, I could tell at some point, I don't even know when it was,
The shift.
the shift between just chatting with me about the group plan and then like when it became like, okay, now you're actually my friend. I need that.
Me too.
Especially because like my own best friend, she lives so far away now. I don't get that time with her, so it's nice just to have you down the street.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not obviously, she's not taking my best friend's place. Casey, don't worry. But it is nice to
And she's
have
like,
it.
hello.
Casey's like, that's me, bitch."
Excuse me.
No, but it is nice because instead of, Jasmine, I would FaceTime her every day and talk to her and now you've kind of filled that empty spot. Not
Mhm.
that you obviously the big shoes to fill.
Mhm.
Not that she had big feet, but it's a very special place. She would have really liked you, but it's been nice to have somebody else. Now that she's gone. I know it's been tough. It was like Jasmine a month after I met you. And then Portland, my childhood best friend, died 8 months later. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
It was a tough year.
yeah,
That was,
that was a tough year
I
for
feel like
me.
we both really needed each other,
Yeah.
and it just so happened to work out.
It did work out. And I also feel like when you or somebody else goes through something very traumatic, it can bond you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're not going through anything but you guys really showed up for me. And even you still, everybody that has texted me
Yeah.
with the most recent thing that happened.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not ready to talk about that because it's kind of a delicate situation
Mhm.
since it involves Sophia. So I didn't want to talk about that, but yeah, you guys have been so great.
I feel like we've made a really good little tight
Our little group.
our little group, our little unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's small but pretty fucking mighty.
It's really mighty.
Yeah.
There's also a strong personality.
A billion strong
Oh my god.
personalities, but I feel like we all
No, it's so
it's
good.
so good,
Because we
and
don't, like, fight.
no,
It's always a
there's no
good time.
competition.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I
We're
think
just
we
all
are
wholesome.
very yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone is pretty much I feel like it's funny too because 'cause we're all in different places, like, in life,
Mhm.
but with each other, like, we're all on the same
Same
level.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like everyone is constantly, like, lift just pulling each other up the whole way.
It's crazy that me and E are the top 3 oldest ones in the group.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, "I feel like I'm really immature." Like, I feel I'm
It's
young
just
at
a
heart.
it's young at heart. We're not
Yeah,
immature. We're obviously, like, very independent,
yeah,
strong-willed, strong-minded
yeah,
individuals,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, some of us are married, some of us are getting married, some of
Mhm.
us are
As
single
fuck.
as fuck. Some of us probably will no,
Never.
no. That's so mean!
It's me.
But actually, nobody would ever really know who we're talking about because
No.
multiple people meet that criteria.
There's top 3. If you know our friend group, you can take a wild
Which ones?
which one it is.
We're gonna yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on, girl. Let's be
Some
honest.
serious tea was spilled
Some
today.
serious tea, but not on my couch.
No, never.
Okay, well, since we already did the bonus episode, we'll just wait for the next episode to come out. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Make sure you subscribe. We're doing really good. Like, comment. You guys follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram. I appreciate it so much. It's just let's be honest. Pod, I think it is. I can't remember the
Look it
handle.
up, okay? It's on
Just
the
look it
tag.
up. Yeah, you got it. Okay, and then I'll see you next week. Bye.